everybody, this is Jesse from NAPCO Tech Support, and in this video we're going to go over how to use SLC relays for elevator recall on the FireLink cloud programming website. The same steps can be used with a 3008 with conventional, but in the video demonstration we're going to show SLC. We go into zone assignments. We already have our elevator lobby, shaft, and elevator room smokes and heats already mapped out. If you need a link to know how to address and program detectors, we have a link we can add to another video. This is just going to be a basic elevator recall. It would be the same steps if you had to add things like the fireman's hat or smoke relief or other things that may be required in a jurisdiction, but this is just going to be a basic overview. So next we're going to go to the NAC output options. We're going to set board number 1 to fire output on Fire SLC. Also make sure that on the big bank of 11 dip switches on the SLC card, you flip number 1 up to map board 1 to SLC. And we're going to make sure we want to use RM2 relays. And we can relabel our relays or leave them as this. I like to label them so we know what they are. And then your addressing, again, they take up 2 addresses, or you can address them singly. It doesn't matter how you map them here. So we'll show you where to address singly. So we'll make these the first. So we'd address them 126, 125, and 124. The last one in line here, we're going to have to add the second one so we don't get an unmapped device. We're going to either make them resettable or silenceable. And then that's it for programming the board and the SLC relays. It shows you the addressing here. Last, we're going to go to the NAC output events, and we're going to have to make an event for each. So to start out, we would do our, say, alternate floor. That started on zone 16. The alarm type is fire, and then alarm. And then now zone 16 will trip the alternate floor relay. We're going to do the same for primary, for zones 17 and 18 for our second and third floor elevator lobby. And we're also going to have to do the same thing for the smokes at the top of the shaft and the elevator equipment room. 20. So we'll do zone 20, which is the top of shaft smoke. And 22, which is the elevator room smoke in this particular application. And as you can see, we can map many different events to, well, the same relay to many different zones and events that all have a trip. And then last, for the shunt trip, which is our heat detectors at the top of shaft in the equipment room, we picked this, the one we labeled shunt. That was on zone 19. And the last is the elevator room heat, which is 21. Then we click save. Now this is all set, and as long as the SLC card is dip switch 1 is flipped up and the relays have been addressed correctly based on how we have them programmed. If you wanted to use doubles, you would just use first and second on each, and then you would want to download to the panel. Now, just a review, we went over how to use the FireLink cloud programming website to set up SLC relays for elevator recall. It would be the same steps if we were using an RM3008 if we had to go a conventional route. As always, for more information, you can visit the web at tech.napcosecurity.com. Thank you all for watching today.